Everybody, thank you so much because you have just tuned in to Real Laughs on 104.1 Real Radio. The voice you're hearing right now is comedian James John and shameless plug, the host of The Lowdown on Afro Channel 1623 on Xfinity Comcast. I really need y'all to go ahead and watch that so I can pay for my kids' college. That's right. I'm joined in virtual studio with my good friend, my partner in crime, the man who started all this craziness with us we call Real Laughs, Mr. Miguel Cologne Jr. What's going on, Miguel?
What's up, man? Hey, I recently got like semi-disturbing news. The
You are
dentist
the
told
father?
me no, still ducking that one. Come on,
Okay, cool,
I tell my
cool.
kids they can treat me like the rest of my enemies. You find me, but nah,
Okay.
man, I'm grinding my teeth in my sleep. I got
Ah,
told by the dentist that I'm grinding. First, the dentist told me he's like, "Hey, man, you know you're grinding in your sleep." I said, "Yo, dog, the hustle don't stop," but
true
and
that.
he told me straight up. He said, "Yeah, you're grinding your teeth in your sleep, and it sucks because I'm feeling the effects of it. Like my jaw, I was feeling like my jaw was tight, and I didn't know what was going on, and it
Yeah.
felt. And they told me, yeah, that I'm grinding my teeth in my sleep, and that I may need to get like this." Like it almost looks like a 1980s super nerd brace like setup. It's like a mouth
Oh,
guard
oh
to
wow.
stop grinding in the sleep. And I was like, what, how do we stop it? And he was like, like, what do we do? Like, let's mount an offensive, he's like, no, man. He's like, you're probably going to need a mouth guard. And I was like, you went to dental school
This
to
is it.
tell me I need a mouthpiece? Like, that's
That's
what,
it.
that's a coach tells you that,
Exactly.
like not a dentist, but yeah,
I, don't-
yeah, man.
I don't know a lot about dentistry, man. I never went to the dentistry school, if you will, but I've heard once you get a mouthpiece, you automatically become a virgin again. That's how it
Yeah,
works.
dude. Yeah. My penis is going to grow. It's Mannheimen, you know? Close right up, right on top of it, man. Like the dome's closing on the. Yeah, all of it. But
Oh,
James, it sucks because for like 2 weeks, I was like, what's going on? Like, I'm waking up and my mouth kind of hurts, like the jaw and everything kind
almost
of hurts.
like you were got punched.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
and I didn't know what was going on. And because I'm Puerto Rican, my first thought was there's a demon punching me at night.
You automatically thought which color candle?
Yeah. I was like, oh man, I gotta get the oils and candles ready to fight this. But then I was like, let me just go to the dentist too, try out this new age stuff.
Oh,
And
now do
so I got an appointment and the dentist saw me
damn.
and they were like, oh yeah, and check this out. This is like stuff that like scared me because I'm grinding. They're like, oh yeah, you're grinding in your sleep. And they're like, you could shift your molars around because you're putting so much pressure
Oh,
on them. You could
damn.
crack a tooth, lots of things, man, because it's just holding down tight and
Mhm.
just like all night. I'm just like, "Ugh."
Do
And
they
then
say what the cause of that may be? Like why we do that in our sleep?
I think a lot of it has to do, honestly, man. It's just funny, but a lot of it has to do with being overweight, man. Being overweight
Really?
causes lots of sleep problems because, they're
Oh
saying
yeah.
that, they're saying that it could be, I could have apnea, which, they
Yes.
say sleep apnea could be causing it. And
It's
what sucks
dangerous,
is
by the
this,
way.
yeah, super
It's
dangerous,
very
man.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I had it really bad. I
Did
would
you?
wake
Yeah.
up. Yeah, bro, it was the scariest thing in the world to my wife because she was there when I'd wake up and could not take a breath. Like I
Yeah.
wake up going, and I couldn't get air in my actual my body, my
And
lungs,
as a
man.
Puerto Rican, my first thing is there's a ghost choking me. I'm like, oh no, I'm getting ghost choked.
I'm
Oh,
getting ghost choking. We didn't work out what the safe word was. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Safe words are for cowards, James.
it's
Okay.
true. That's
Okay, we
exactly
go
what the
into this. We
ghost
go into
told me.
this. Yeah, just not knowing. That's like
Yeah,
condoms are for people with trust issues.
that is
You
true.
know.
That is true. You know, I know. I spent four
Got
out
four
in
kids.
4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
God. So I hate to hear that, Miguel, because I've learned recently with my kids going to the dentist, anything that has to do with your mouth being fixed is like thousands of dollars.
yeah, yeah. That's why I was like, okay, this mouthpiece better be $9.99, just like it is a Dick's Sporting Good. Like even it's 800. No, it's not, bro. I'm just putting in a mouthpiece. I wear a cup at night too. Might as well rock them all.
Yeah, don't give me the Nike, give me the Riddle.
Yeah. Oh
That
yeah,
brand.
yeah. Give me
Yeah,
that
give me that
Asics one right over there. Yeah.
New Balance.
Yeah. What's up with
Give-
the dad style one?
Exactly, bro. We went and Michelle was looking at braces as an adult, and it was like 8 grand
Oh
for
yeah,
like
and
Invisalign. Yeah,
adult braces is a hard move to do too,
yes, it is.
because it's like anytime I see an adult with braces, it's really hard for me to take them serious because I'm like, this is still bothering you? Like,
Like
you got through middle school with this and you want them now? Like, come on.
No, it's too late now.
Yeah, those are your teeth. You're cool. You know?
Like I have a huge overbite. No, what is it called?
Underbite?
I have a weird thing with my front two teeth. Like
where they kind of go up.
Up. Yeah. So they were telling me that Mr. Yan to fix this, it's gonna be like 10 grand. I'm like, whoo, well, these are my teeth.
Dog, I'm married and I got 4 kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm good. The teeth have done it. Yeah.
You tell the tooth fairy I said, what's up, but we out.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm not doing anything that has to do with that. Here's another scam I just found out about. You got me thinking. Anything that has to do with your pet and a doctor or a vet. Crazy. Yeah. Absolutely insane. My mother-in-law's been taking her dog to go to the vet because he's having stomach issues. And I didn't know dogs could have IBS, but apparently that's so. A visit's like $300 a pop. And he goes regularly, man. I don't know if I would still have a dog. Like, I love you, Fido. You're a great companion and friend, but you got to go. It's either $300
a pop. I'm like, maybe you stop eating so much. Maybe it's you, dude. Look at me. Which one of us eats grass all the time? Maybe stop eating nasty stuff.
Yeah,
and your stomach will be right.
Yeah, so.
That's like I know that there's dogs that take insulin.
They sure do.
And that's a hard one.
Yeah, it's expensive. Her other dog that passed away was taking insulin too. And it's not easy, like just pick a spot and stick it in. No, it has to be in their gums is how you do it. So you have to open up their mouth, put it in their gums to do it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Imagine a dog. You're opening up its mouth full of sharp teeth. You're like, hey, trust me, buddy. This is for your own good.
And they have no clue why this is happening.
No clue. No, not
at all. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me?
Yeah.
Every day. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I can't figure it out. I'm a dog.
I stopped eating your shoes. Why are we still doing this?
And we're still doing this? At some point, you're cruel. At some point, you're cruel. Because the shoe thing, I get it. It was my thing. I like the smell of feet. I'm weird like that. We got over it. I thought we were done. And you're still stabbing me in the mouth with needles.
Absolutely. One of us is a dick, and it's not me.
Yeah. That's why when you die, I'm going to eat your eyes. I'm going to do it. I'm going to find you laying there, and I'm going to eat your eyes. I've been wanting to do that since we met, dog. Just letting you know every night.
That's what I just stare over you.
Yeah, is she dead? No? All right.
Now you say that dogs standing over you when you sleep, but I've had that happen with other pets. My wife, when I first met her, had cats, and I would take a nap on her couch, and I would wake up to that freaky thing on my chest, staring me in my face. I'm like, dude, this cat's trying to kill me.
And cats are so judgmental. Their stare is like, why are you here?
Yes.
Because dogs are like, hey, you up? You want to play?
Hey.
Cats are like, every time you breathe, I die inside. Like if you suffered sleep apnea with the cat would just be like, shh, just go to the light. Go to it, James. Go to it. Dogs are like, hey, bud, we going to play?
Cats want you to die.
Yeah. Cats have a journal, and they're like, day 67, he's still alive. But soon enough, he'll die.
I think cats are like supermodels. They have the same attitude. Like, I don't care if you're here.
Yeah.
You're with me. That's it.
The minute you bring a cat into the house, they're a roommate who hates you.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Why do y'all exist as pets? I don't understand why people still have them, man.
My mom actually has a really good cat, though. He's the first cat that I've ever been like, this cat's cool. He was a stray. His name's Binks. He showed up. He's big. He's big, James. Binks is he's like 20-something pounds, man. He's a beast.
Bro, that's
looks like a bobcat. Yeah, he looks like a bobcat. He's all muscular. And he's cool, man. He's so cool. Like he just wants to kick it with you guys. He'll lay on the floor with you, watch TV. I have this common complaint in my household that nobody in my family listens to me because like only my little sister Trisha's the only one who listens to me because literally I'll be talking about something super cool. I'll be like, dude, last night, we had Jordan Lucas over and he was on the phone. He was talking on the phone with Kanye at the Sausage Castle. And I was like, oh my God, Kanye's hearing about. And then like literally, I'm like telling this amazing story that I thought was so cool. And like my dad and his wife are listening and they'll just look over at my sister in the middle of my story. They're like, what's the cat been up to? And I'm like, no one listens to me. And my sister dies laughing because I'll tell my family stuff over and over. And then one day it'll happen. And they're like, ooh, when did that happen? And I'm like, a year ago, I've been telling you about it. Yeah. But anytime I'm talking, the cat will walk over and just look at me. And I'm like, Binks, you're the only one. You're the only one who cares.
Binks gets you.
Yeah. He's like, bro, I hear, you know what, man? I don't speak, but I understand.
Yeah. He's like, now roll one up and let's kick it.
Yeah. Twist one up, dog. Let's get right. You want to catch a mouse? Sometimes when I'm feeling sad, dog, I go catch a mouse. I don't kill it though. I just let it wiggle for a long time.
Bro,
Binks does. He's a murderer though. He does bring my mom straight up, just like decapitated mice. He just drops them off at the front door, like, "Hey, I know you've been having a rough day, so here you go. I'm gonna go to bed now. I am beat."
That's crazy. That's how cats say I love you.
Yeah, yeah. It's a toxic relationship.
It is. Hey, you know what? I just want to let you know you've been doing a lot for me all these years. Just want to show my appreciation. So here's a dead bird.
Yeah, you don't hear this enough from me, and I'll be honest. It's because the way I was raised, my father didn't share a lot of emotion, and
he didn't.
I had 16 brothers and sisters, so it was hard to be loved.
True
but
that.
I just dropped off a half alive snake in your room, and when you find it, it's because I care. Now, if you don't mind, I'm about to sleep for like 14 hours. Find that snake though. Find that snake because he is not where I put him.
Yeah.
And he looks angry.
He's feisty.
Yeah.
He is. And I may or may not have used the litter box.
Yeah. And by the litter box, I mean the drawer. All right, I'm going to bed for 16. Hey, you guys be good. Everybody here is pretty good. Oh, there he goes. There's that snake. Ooh, he is off. Get that
He's angry.
one.
He is angry.
One. All right. Catch you tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. Did he?
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that no one listens in your family when you have something cool to say, because you, my friend, are receiving training to be a father. Because that,
bro, is that it, man?
That is it. I will tell them about the coolest things that I am doing on a TV show.
Yeah,
and like that. But did you see the new Fortnite dance? What? It goes, chicken wing, hot dogs, and macaroni.
Let's do your thing and learn your Fortnite dance. I'll just tell Oprah that my kids weren't interested in the interview I had with her.
It's cool. It's cool. That's just exactly what my life is as a dad. It's funny. I can do some cool, crazy things. I'm like, oh, you guys are going to love this. No one cares. They really don't. It's
heartbreaking, though, because you're just like, just lie to me. I mean, I gotta listen. Every story I gotta listen to. Oh my God! I gotta first learn about the office you work in, and then all the people who work in the office and where the exits are, blah blah. Just to get to a story about what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And I sit there and I listen. And here's the thing, Jen, I'm gonna say this, and my family does sometimes listen to the show. I know Michelle listens, but here's the deal. Here's the deal, James. We are better storytellers than everyone in our family.
Yes!
And we have to listen to all their garbage ass stories. They're garbage ass stories. And I'm like, this is the 14 minutes I invested in my life. This is the climax of it. And our stories, we know, because when we talk, James, even when we're talking about anything, we still know, I got to leave that detail out. That's not good. That's not, let me shit. And I'm always like, let me make this as quick and to the point and as entertaining as possible, because I know my audience. And they're just like, And then I got to listen to their garbage ass story that starts out with, remember the office party? Remember Lisa? Yeah, kind of. Okay, yeah. 14 minutes later to find out the DDS files got lost. Okay,
exactly.
I don't care about any of this.
Guys, if I wanted to hear a backstory, I'd watch a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Let the Russo brothers tell me a backstory, not your garbage ass story.
Hey, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. The voice you're hearing right now is comedian James John. I am joined in studio with Miguel Colon Jr. And I want to remind everybody, if you want to listen to any of our past shows, just download the iHeart app. Go to Real Labs. There will be. We're also on iTunes and Spotify. And if you want to see what we look like while we do this, you guys can actually go to YouTube and catch us there at Real Labs. Miguel, I want to bring something up that's a little crazy, man. I'm an arrogant guy, I'm finding, and I didn't know that. I am arrogant in what I believe is going on in the world. I was arrogant to believe that I would not live through any type of real history. And that's definitely been wrong. We had our first black
Yeah.
president, went through that. I mean, 9/11, God bless, was history, something that I learned. But now a pandemic as well. Didn't think I was going to ever live through a pandemic, but now something happened, and we're not a serious show, but this is just something I just had to note. We're living through the repeal of Roe versus Wade, which I did not think would ever happen. Not in a day and time where we're always talking about women empowerment, more rights for women, making it to where they're in charge of their own bodies. I didn't think I would ever see this day. Did you? Like, am I crazy?
No, I didn't know this was something that was coming up until I think it was about March when we heard
Got
about like the
leaked.
Supreme Court,
Yeah.
leaking that. So I didn't even know this was on like the
The docket.
radar
Yeah.
of for the Supreme Court until that got released. And I really
Gotcha.
do think I'm also very ignorant about how the Supreme Court works compared to like what I
Yeah.
pretend to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Yes.
we'll get it. Like we'll be like, they'll be trying to nominate a Supreme Court justice, and then I'll know all the 9 interesting facts that I think make me educated about the subject.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't realize that the Supreme Court would vote to like overturn things. That in my
Yes.
mind, I didn't know that was how it worked. And I mean,
Mhm.
I'm just ignorant to a lot of that stuff, and that's why I hate when I'm getting into like debates and arguments with people. And I'm like, I think you're just as stupid as me. Like,
Yeah.
there's tons of times when I'm like, don't throw around some hot words when I think you're just as stupid as me on this subject.
Yeah.
And like I always say, for any kind of like social media, if you're going to debate something on social media, let's say you're going to debate the Constitution on social media.
Which
Before you do that, you should have to take like a 12-question Constitution test, and then right next to your picture, they should show what your grade
score.
was.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, you got a 52 on the Constitution test? Let's do this.
That's funny.
Let's argue, because I know now you don't know anything.
Bro, have the Supreme Court actually vote on that. That's a great
Yeah. Let's get it, guys. You get this one, we get this one.
And if you get less than a 50%, you can't comment.
Yeah, you gotta wait till next week to retest.
Yeah.
Or do some help around the classroom. I always love when teachers give you extra points for non-education related stuff.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
like, you got a 65 on the test. I can help you get 5 more points, but you're gonna need me to help me straighten up this classroom.
And you're like,
I'm like, so I don't really understand geography that well. And instead of fixing that, you're gonna be like, listen, boy, geography's not gonna be your thing. Can you dust? Can you dust some shelves? All right, son, I'm preparing you for what you're going to need to know in life.
Gotcha. I'm going to show you how to empty these trash cans because you, my friend, that's what you're headed, dude.
That's it, kiddo. Get over here and help me empty this trash can. Don't worry. Nobody knows where the Tigris River is.
No
one
knows.
Okay,
no one, not even people in that country. Well, now that I know that something like that can be overturned, I'm just thinking everything's fair game at this point. I think our whatever we were used to as a society when it came to certain laws, and we just thought those were always be protected, they can never be changed. That's out the window now. So I'm almost afraid to see what might be next, Miguel. To be honest,
I'm just waiting for them to just give up on weed as a crime. Like, we get it. We tried. It didn't work. Now it's just like being petty and holding on to it. It's just like, it didn't work. It didn't work.
Let them have weed. Yeah.
One of my favorite memes I saw a while ago was congratulations, drugs, for winning the war on drugs.
Who do we think?
Yeah. You did it, drugs.
Marijuana couldn't be here today, but
yeah, he just forgot to set his alarm.
But
Coke has been outside for 3 hours doing push-ups, and meth stole the microphone. That's why we can't talk right now. Heroin's right here, asleep on the floor, has no clue what's going on.
Scratching is itself, To accept the award, though, the city of Daytona's here.
Yeah. Adderall's here because that's legal.
Ooh, Percocet says hi. By the way,
Percocet says hey. Oxy says, "Man, I'll suck your." just baby, daddy's sick and I just need some medicine.
That's what's funny to me. We're having debates over whether weed should be legal still in all states, but you can still get like Percocets, man.
Yeah. Everybody's like, I think weed's a gateway drug. Here's a prescription for Oxy. Yeah.
That's still a thing.
Yeah. I don't remember, and trust me, if you're listening, Daytona, you'll have the answers better than me. But I remember hearing that they in like pills, especially like opioids.
Yes,
they're the makers of them have this like little pieces of plastic inside the pill that's it degrades inside your stomach. And I mean I'm saying plastic, but I'm actually wrong. Probably it's probably another kind of material.
I'm kind of biodegradable material. Yeah.
Well, and that is so you can't crush them up and snort them.
Wow.
So here's weed. Hey, baby, just smoke this. Nothing done to it since it was growing next to the dinosaurs. And then here's Oxy. We're going to have to put plastic inside of this to keep people from crushing it up and snorting it. And then here's the government like, yo, we got it. The government treats weed like it's the cool ski lodge down the way and the big companies trying to, we've got to stop marijuana from saving the rec center. And then, Oxycontin sitting there just like asleep selling your mom's TV like, hey, baby, us legal drugs gotta make sure that illegal drugs like weed don't ruin everything. Daddy, you got some money? I'll give you an HJ right now, right here in front of everybody, man. Just $15, baby.
You want to buy some teeth?
What? Yeah, I got some of my teeth, some other people's teeth. Whatever we gotta stop weed, baby. What weed's doing, making Adam Sandler rich and famous as an actor.
Hey, y'all trying to get wet?
Yeah, y'all trying to get weird here. Ooh, daddy. For $15, I'll make everyone's dreams and 2 of your nightmares come true. And we gotta do something about weed, man. Weed's making Little Caesars rich.
It's crazy. It's funny you bring up the opioid thing because there is a great show on Hulu with Michael Keaton. And it's
Dope
about
Sick.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I just started it with my dad a while ago. It's so good.
What's good about it is you can't believe it as you're watching it. You're like, well, how did they get away with this?
Yeah,
everybody's making money, baby.
Yeah, and there's a dude who's bagging up weed in his basement that the feds kicked in the door and shot his dog, and he's doing like 8 years, no parole because it's a drug crime, and then the
meanwhile
the pharmaceutical companies are doing whatever they want, and no one's getting in trouble.
Knew it was bad, but still just kept going with it. Didn't care, man. It still made tons of money off selling this stuff. Here we go. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, they're making hand over
still kept
fist
making
cash.
Tons of money. I'm coming back.
And then they're like, weed brownies are gonna destroy America. We can't sell those brownies to the kids. Now here's some Adderall to help you study and grow up strong and die at 38.
Yeah, Adderall's still a thing too, man. You can still get Adderall. I know people who are on it, man. I'm like, have we not developed anything better than those kind of drugs for people? Like, really,
I want Adderall to be. I want a real commercial for Adderall. Like, I want to be like Adderall because cocaine involves knowing someone. Like
Adderall because you can't write a prescription for cocaine.
Yeah, I want Adderall to be made in like a factory in the jungle, and all these women are in their underwear with masks on, and the Adderall. Some old white man, he's like, "Welcome to my Adderall factory." I can get them as far as Kentucky for you, but you're gonna have to get them the rest of the way.
The Willy Wonka of Adderall.
Yeah. Salazar brothers told me you come with high recommendations, baby. So
that's why.
Don't mind the Oxy plant over there. Everybody's sleeping because the fumes. But what we gonna do about this weed, man? This weed is just making Cartoon Network famous. Like, it's horrible side effects. You know the side effects of weed are like Mountain Dew having a great first quarter, Taco Bell remaining in business even though nobody. Here's the thing: Taco Bell and weed go hand in hand because whenever they were like, "Here it is, man, we're gonna come up with Baja Blast," and then a Doritos Locos Taco, I was like, "There you are, weed, pulling the strings behind everything."
We did that. No one's ever
Yeah.
gone to Taco Bell during the day. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, if you go to Taco Bell during the day, you don't love yourself.
You don't.
Because you have real options during the day.
You sure
Taco Bell's that girl that you know you shouldn't call, but it's 2 a.m. You're like, you up? And they're like, yeah, I am, with a Crunchwrap Supreme, baby.
Damn.
Get over here.
Why can't I quit you?
Because we are one. Guess what? I got fried cinnamon balls filled with like Captain Crunch flavored stuff. That's not Mexican. It's on my menu.
That's not Mexican, but it is delicious, though. I will take 8 of those.
Yeah, Taco Bell doesn't even need a menu. It just needs. Remember that game Perfection where you had to put the shapes in the right spot or it would pop up? That's all you do. You pick the shapes you want because it's all the same ingredients.
Just different shapes. That's how they make money. You're right about that.
But you press a button with a chicken on it, and then you press a button with an octagon, and they're like, "Got you, got you, dog."
I'll take the triangle this time, but I want beef.
Say there's a picture of a dude missing 1 foot. You're like Mountain Dew. Missing 2 feet. Baja Blast.
A blast.
You know.
Dang it. I'm pretty sure they make that from fruit that they got from hell. Pretty sure
Baja Blast is made from sugar that's grown in another dimension. It's from the upside from Stranger Things. The Demigorgon protects the sugar fields of the Mind Flayer and Vecna have the recipe for Baja Blast. It involves 2 unicorn tears, a baby that sold its soul, and then monosodium glutate and yellow 76
in red dye 5.
Yeah, red dye 5 is so red it's black. Your eyes can't see how red it is. Only wolves can feel it. What do you feel, boy? There's red dye 5 around.
Red dye 5.
It's in the air vents.
Ridiculous, man. Oh my god. But speaking of Taco Bell and food that's absolutely horrible for you, man. They got me again. I fall for every food marketing. They got me. Krispy Kreme is now selling
First of all,
yeah.
I'm in.
Okay, cool. You will be.
Yeah.
They're selling donut flavored soft serve ice cream.
We're flying too close to the sun, James.
Donut flavor. So, of course we're going.
James, for just a moment, we forgot we weren't gods.
Yeah.
Donut flavored soft serve ice cream.
Made with the same glaze they use on the donut.
Krispy Kreme's ice cubes, probably like, because they have beverages. They're like, our ice cubes are made of donut, and they're hot.
When the red side comes on, including ice cream. Yeah,
they should just sell the Krispy Kreme experience, and for $20, let me just go through the roller with my mouth open.
Yes,
you know?
I pay double. I'm telling you, Krispy Kreme is the reason me and my doctor are on first name basis. First name.
I want to roll through the Krispy Kreme roller and come out looking like a thumbnail that's not safe for work. You know?
Holy crap.
Not in my eyes. You just asked for it by name.
It starts with a B, rhymes with hockey.
Yeah.
Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1.
Watch the hair.
Everybody, you are still listening to Real Laughs on 104.1 Real Radio. Now, the voice you're hearing is comedian James Yan. I'm joined in virtual studio with Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. I want to remind you guys, you want to listen to all our past episodes, please download the iHeart app and go to Real Laughs. There will be. You can also follow us on iTunes and Spotify. And now you can see our faces as we do this. If you guys go to YouTube, look up Real Laughs, there will be. Please, guys, we need you to subscribe, like, and comment. So please do that. Miguel, I wanted to ask you something, man, because I think I'm going to get to live a little bit like you in just a little bit, man. I'm excited.
Dog, Michelle's a good woman, but I get it, bro. Come on in. I got the guest room. Hey, we both cook, man. Hey, let's be real. This is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Okay. Michelle will be fine. You're done. But whatever.
Yeah,
we had a hell of a run. Hell of a run.
If we lived together, first off, it would be fun, but we would be horrible for one another. We would.
Oh yeah,
not
we've
be
already
good.
been in shared condos on the road, and we're just like dinner, and we're like, it's 10 a.m. Right. I'm saying, let's go to breakfast and plan dinner.
And I'm like, right, you are.
Yeah.
let's go do it.
Hey,
Let's
I
go
was on
do
the
it.
road with, or I was staying at a condo with Pat Garrity. There's a comic, Pat Garrity. For those of you guys who know, he's an amazing comic,
Beast.
and he
Beast.
has a thing called Pat Garrity's Never Ending Tour. And I believe
True.
what for the past decade or 20 years, how long has he been on the road, man?
It's I think it's been more than 10. It has to be like 12 years.
Like
Man.
12
Pat's
years.
been-
Pat Garrity has been
Yeah.
on the road, no
road
home.
dogging it.
A
No
road
home.
dogging it, living wherever, doing shows every week. He's booked somewhere, and he had this car and he has a new car now. But he had this car that was all white, and every
Yeah.
show he did, you could sign the car and leave all
Which
these
was dope.
messages on it, which was super dope.
Really.
But me and
dope.
Pat Garrity were in South Carolina. We were in Myrtle Beach. We were doing a week together, and we were there from like a Wednesday till Saturday. And I remember this guy's got no home and anything like that. So I was like, you know what, man, I want to cook while we're here. We got a condo, it'll save me a lot of money to cook. And every time I would be cooking, I'd be like, yo, Pat, you want something to eat? I'd look at his face and his eyes, and it was like a stray dog that doesn't know if it can trust you, because he'd been on the road so long. He's like, cooking in here? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cook some pasta. He's like, we're not gonna eat at the comedy club, because I 100% believe too, Pat lives off the comedy club food.
Damn.
Guy on the road that long, man, he's got to live. And every time I would cook, I would just look at him and be like, oh, Bendito, this poor little baby, like he's never eaten food.
Yeah.
But then when me and James are on the road together, it's the prison scene from Goodfellas. Like James making the sauce, I'm sitting there chopping the onions.
We don't even have to speak. We know.
We didn't even talk to each other about what we were making. I walked in and I smelled it, and I'm like, well, he's gonna need some sazon for that.
James, where did you get the abuela from? Well,
yeah. How did I wake up with an apron on? James like, I put it on you in your sleep. I'm like, this guy.
He gets it.
He gets it.
Oh man, but here's what I wanted to actually ask you, man. The kids are getting out of the house. We're moving next month. We're gonna have a little bit more income to play with. So we want to start traveling. And
it's time, baby.
Yeah, I know you, brother. You've been everywhere in the world. You've had great times. Places to go and see, where you know the kind of things that I'm into, what I'll appreciate.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, man. We're planning a trip. We want to go somewhere. We don't know where to go yet. Where would you think a good spot for me and my wife would be to go travel to?
So we're talking right now. No limitations. I know we have reasonable lives and reasonable budgets and stuff, but wherever you could go, because you're going to plan it, and you're going to plan for it.
Yeah.
It's Europe, baby. It's time for James to go to Europe. And I say, been to Europe. Yep. Yeah. I say this, man. For you're going to want to go to Italy. You want to go to Rome.
You know why?
Yeah, man. You love that food, man. She gonna love that food. You love history. She gonna love it.
I do love history.
I say you do a little 10-dayer in Europe. You fly into Iceland, like Reykjavik, and from Reykjavik you fly to Europe, and you can get good deals when you do that. But you're gonna have try to get the shortest layover you can in Iceland, because Iceland has these 24-hour layovers to try to get you to encourage Icelandic tourism. So they offer real cheap flights, but they have a 24-hour layover, so you could do something in Iceland. Skip it. Iceland's cool, but skip it for this one. You don't want to put a day on Iceland. And do this to yourself too. 10 days in Europe. Do not count your travel days. Make it 10 days in Europe.
Okay, so it's more like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, because you're going to lose the travel days, man.
Gotcha.
You're going to want to go to Italy. So let's get you. You're going to do Rome. Gotta do Venice just cause, man. Like, I didn't have a big blast in Venice, but I saw it, and that part was amazing.
Is Venice something I would appreciate because I'm with someone? Like, it's more for that.
Just cruising down the waterway, seeing it. Seeing Venice.
Gotcha.
After Rome, so I could, you could do 2 weeks in just one city. You could. The world,
Yeah.
But let's say you guys go bounce a little bit, right? Like you want to go.
Yes.
Don't bounce too much. Do like 3 days in a couple places.
So you
and
can
then
soak it up.
maybe a place that you like a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
But I would
Okay. I'm
say you
down.
got to go to the Netherlands, bro. You are going to love Amsterdam. Amsterdam is amazing. The food is great. The culture is awesome. The love of hip hop and the hip hop we grew up with is there.
That's what I hear. When you go to
Yeah.
Amsterdam, those people really get into hip hop, and
Yeah, they love it.
they appreciate the hip hop that we like. So I
Yeah.
think I would love that. And I know everybody talks about Amsterdam because it's
And
pretty
weed and
liberal
hookers, but I
there.
went
Yeah,
for the windmills and the wooden shoes.
but I
You
was going
know?
to tell you
And then I
that's
found some
actually
other cool stuff while I was
yeah. I
there.
was going to say that's actually a move there. It's called the
Yeah.
windmill wooden shoe.
Yeah, yeah. It's a hard one to perfect, but once the midget agrees to it, you're good, you know?
But I actually like the old architecture and stuff, so I think I would appreciate some of the things in Amsterdam as well.
Rome is where you're gonna just you're gonna touch
It's
the
gonna blow my
aqueducts.
mind.
Yeah, you're gonna touch the aqueducts, bro, that we're bringing fresh water into Rome, the time of Trajan, man. Like you're gonna I mean
It's
Rome
crazy.
Rome is beautiful. Rome is amazing,
Gotcha.
man. It is
Gotcha.
amazing. But I tell you this now, so you're gonna do a little Rome, you're gonna do a little
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Gotcha.
It's time to go off a little bit of what the beaten path of every European person. Now, maybe you want to go to Paris. Paris is dope. You want to see France, maybe you want to see Nice or something like that. That's cool.
No, I'm scared to take Michelle somewhere where they might be potentially rude to her because she's not built for that.
Yo, we're gonna have to keep her in America then, and just the South, and just Orlando.
I'm scared.
But I'd say, man, they're like Croatia, bro. Like when you see Game of Thrones and you see like some of the cities that they did when they were in Essos and the other continent that they were on, a lot of that's Croatia. Like,
oh wow, okay,
yeah, it's beautiful. It's full of old castles. The food's good. Greece is super dope, man. Like,
I heard right now the American dollar in Greece is really well.
yeah,
like
you're doing great, man. You just
gotcha.
go ahead and pick the monocle you want to wear when you land.
Nice.
You know,
Pinky
but yeah,
down?
I think if I was gonna pick a three-peat for you and Michelle for going to Europe, I would say Rome. I would say if you're going to Greece, like the touristy one is like Santorini. That's where everything's white and you got like the blue tops. Athens is where you're going to see all the cool like Acropolises and stuff.
Absolutely.
And then Corfu is the cheapest part of Greece, where if you just want to hang out on the beach and like see the beautiful blue water and eat delicious food, Corfu's in.
Damn, that sounds great.
I'd say Italy, Greece, Amsterdam. That's where you guys need to go, man.
Sounds great. You know where I want to go that may be boring, but I just want to go for the history. I want to go to Britain.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've actually never been to the UK. I've been all over Europe and never been to the UK, man. I've been to Ireland, Northern Ireland. I guess but it's not real like Britain. But Ireland and Northern Ireland and Scotland, but I've never been to. So I've been to the UK, but I've never been to Britain. Excuse me, I've never been to Britain itself. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, Great
I
Britain.
just love to go see it. Like I'd like to go to a real English pub, sit down, actually have what's supposed to be like the real fish and chips. Like I'm a foodie, so for me, I'm always thinking of the food when I go to these different places. Like I'd love to go have, like you've been to Ireland. I love to have what they intended shepherd's pie to be. Like
it's all good, but I'm gonna tell you this: go to the places where trade was huge. That's why the Netherlands, Rome, Greece, Spain, Portugal, because these are the places. And as much as like England, like Great Britain conquered the world for all of its spices and then chose to never use them. Yeah. But I mean, Amsterdam. When you're in the Netherlands, the food in the Netherlands is amazing because it's a mix of a lot of Indonesian culture. Because they traded over there. When you're in Italy, I mean, all of Italy is so different food wise. Northern Italy, Central Italy, Southern like Sicily. The food is just so amazing. And then Greece is great, but Spain and Portugal, they have amazing foods as well.
In the places you're listing are places that don't necessarily do a lot of preservatives. It's
most of Europe doesn't do preservatives.
Yeah, it's all fresh.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh. Like that's why when you go to like a supermarket in Europe, if it's not strawberry season, there's not strawberries.
There's no strawberries. Okay, gotcha. Because we do a lot of modifying here.
Yeah, baby.
To make.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I got grapes the size of babies.
We do over here, yo. Yeah. I was gonna say the produce in our supermarkets has been stepped on. Like,
oh, bro, I bought a jalapeno a couple days ago, and it looked at me and said, "What the f you looking at?" I ain't got no problem. Then it spread its wings and flew away. Yeah.
Yeah, there are certain things as a foodie that I buy over here. I'm like, this just should not be available to me right now. This
I
is
got
not
chicken
right.
wings the size of like turkey drumsticks. You
Yes, I'm
know?
like, bro, this doesn't naturally happen. I shouldn't be able to buy strawberries in December.
Yeah, and then they have weird new stuff like you've heard of chicken breast. You ever heard of chicken abs?
What?
Yeah, this chicken got washboard abs. You know
Bro,
what the best wing is? The third one. The third wing that grows straight out of its spine that we planted on it. It's all juice.
You never had a chicken fin?
Yeah, what dog? You ain't never had chicken fins? Man, you ever had pig gill? Pig gill is the best, man.
Bro, they make up new hybrids of fruit now, like grapes. They have like what they call
The
cotton candy
grapple?
grapes.
Yeah. The cotton candy grape. Yo, cotton candy grapes. Our homeboy AJ Francis was the first person to put me on the cotton candy grapes. He's like, you gotta try these grapes. And I was like, what are these? He's like, they taste like cotton candy. I was like, nothing in nature tastes like cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
It's not like you grew this next to a cotton candy plant and it picked up some cotton candy.
Bro, it's delicious, but should not exist. It's
You
not
ever
real.
had cooked pork? The pig is cooked already and alive.
What?
He's born cooked. Look how crispy that baby pig is. Just came out of his mom breaded.
Why do I like this?
Yeah. These chickens don't have blood. They have blue cheese running through their veins. It's called a blue cheese chicken. Its feathers are made of Frank's Red Hot, and its blood is blue cheese. You can just rip one off and eat it now. It doesn't know. It don't got no brain.
Gotcha.
These things are just so inbred. They don't even. We have to mate them. We have to hold them next to each other and rub them like sticks.
Oh. I love it, man. We got about 1:30 left, Miguel. Before we go, I need to ask you, man, you gonna be anywhere this weekend? You performing?
Man, I'm actually we're having the 4th of July coming up. We're having an event at Mike Busey's Sausage Castle's 4th of July party. And then July 3rd, before that, AJ Francis is having his Sausage Castle wrestling event, which is pretty dope, man, because it features lots of guys, former NXT guys, everyone.
Oh, nice.
And it's crazy storylines. It's fun and extreme wrestling. It kind of mixes in the old school backyard wrestling vibe with some of the most highly produced wrestling you've seen. It's all about stunts and making people go wow. So if you get a chance, go check that out. You can go to AJ Francis' page and see it, or you can go to Sausage Castle page. But that is SCW Wrestling on July 3rd.
Very nice. And I think you guys real quick have a members weekend this weekend, right?
Yeah, just past weekend. That just
gotcha.
past members weekend. Yeah.
Gotcha. On Father's Day. I like it.
Yeah.
The way it should be. Guys, I'm going to be performing. I don't think I'm performing anywhere. I think I'm taking off this week. I'm just going to be home with my family. Thank you guys, as always, for always listening to Real Laughs. I thank you guys that come out to our live shows and tell us you listen. We appreciate all 5 of you guys. You guys are awesome and amazing. No, I'm joking. More people listen than that. But thank you for the continued support over the last 5 years. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. If you guys want to hit us up, please follow us on social media. We are on YouTube. We are on iTunes, Spotify. Actually, reach out to us on our Facebook. We always communicate with people there. So just thank you again on behalf of myself, James John, Miguel Colon Jr. We will see you guys tomorrow right here on Real Laughs 104.1. Boom, boom.